And I don't know if I should be Team Iron Man or Team Captain America. Oh my God. Don't sneak up on me like that. But because I have you here, let's talk about the sponsor of this here lovely Intoxicated podcast episode. That's right. I'm talking about CarterComics.com. Whether they be graded or raw, Carter Comics has it all. All you have to do is go to their website or their eBay page and put in the discount code that you can use over and over and over. Lovely, IM, LOVELYIM, to save 10% off your order. That is CarterComics.com, your one-stop shop for all comics needs. And now, on with this podcast. Previously on the Lovely Intoxicated podcast and the Lovely Intoxicated vlog.
We're never gonna get you out of here. You're out of the bathroom.
I outdrank you, but my belts are missing. We're gonna find the belts. We're gonna hold whoever stole them accountable.
You know, if you haven't noticed, PX isn't here. PX, I hope you got my message.
Hey, what's up, buddy? How's buddy here? What are you saying?
Where's the belts? Where's my belts?
Yeah, I do.
No, I'll take these.
No.
I need these.
No. I got very close. I will kick your ass. Can you? No. It goes back. No. You can have your bag. Nope. In a minute. Get. Goodbye. I tried.
You failed me. Miserably. What are we going to do about this? What are we going to do about this? We are going to handle this. You take a walk.
That's not yours. That's not yours. Welcome back. Pizza and beer. Here is your winners and receiving a Rocket Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championship match at Shamrock Showdown, Pizza and Beer. Pizza and Beer debut tonight to a sterling reception. Maximus and Matthews completely destroyed. And here comes Saint. Saint is not happy. Oh, he's living. So we got to do. Is it an amazing when a plan comes together? Yeah! Just for that. And get your mouth. Maximus Orion, you, my friend, my old friend, are out. You're out, LIM. Look, was it that hard to do? I got him there. You a little miss here? That ain't gonna work. I can't even use this belt anymore. It's garbage. Because people are starting to call me a paper champion. Top fan 2.0, if you can believe that. I've been called that. I've heard it. Yeah, that ain't me. Yeah, go ahead. That can be your belt. Broken. In shambles. The story of PX.
Following podcast has been recorded by LIM.
From taverns across Chicagoland to St. Joe's Park in Joliet to the world of podcasting, they're upholding the good name of Chet Gunderson and letting the old styles flow. They are the Lovely Intoxicated Men. And this is the Lovely Intoxicated Podcast.
Hey,
Hey, top of the morning to you, laddies. All right, how about the pint? And we're celebrating Happy Garrison Creed Day. All right, how about the pint? Got to have me some old style for the Shamrock Shakedown. And we're going to tell you all about the Laura of the Irish. Laura, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
A lot ahead on this beer. I'll still drink it. All right, enough of that. I hate potatoes. I know you're one of them Irish. Nice to have you here. All right. But we got to represent. All right. I'm having a great time. Okay. Double J, man of those J's. How are you?
I am good. I am good. How are you doing, my thinly haired friend?
Well, Fit Finlay was a wrestler of Irish descent, and he also enjoyed the Shamrock Shakedown. It's nice to see you. Thanks for checking on my hairline. And, folks, returning to the podcast, none other than our good friend, Thomas Foolery.
I would just like to say, Mr. Gabagool, it is a pleasure to be here this day. I gotta go get a Shamrock Shake now I think about it.
Shamrock Shakedown. It's the show that they have every March at Rocket Pro Wrestling, and tonight we're going to talk all about it. But before we do so, we got to bring one more person in. I can see he's on air on the air conditioner, but where is he? PX, where are you?
I'm over here, Randy. I'm back, baby. Home on the lovely Intoxicated podcast. I'm back.
You know, as the Irish say, Aaron, go get your bra. How you doing, man?
Yeah, Aaron, go get your bra. Not Aaron Stone. Just for the record, we're not talking about Aaron Stone. He won't need one.
So you're here. Are you prepared? Are you ready?
I'm here, and I say I'm ready, as you would say.
You don't look like you're ready, man. You look like you've been, it's been a rough month.
Yeah, it has been, but here's the thing. I'm growing my beard out. I'm trying to
That's what that
embody
is?
I'm trying to embody the spirit of Daniel Bryan because I'm going to be challenging in the future for your LIM beer drinking championship. Because I want to make sure that I show you guys that unlike the last time I held that belt, I can be a champion that LIM deserves. So I'm growing my beard out until we have that matchup.
Kind of like a playoff beard, right?
Basically, yes.
You're gonna look like Merlin, all right? Because I don't know if I'm gonna take you out. Actually, yeah, I will. I will take you. I'm very confident in my abilities. All right. I did it once. I'll do it again. PX, are you ready to talk about the Shamrock
Let's
Shakedown?
talk about these Shamrock Shakedowns. I've noticed there's a Shamrock Shake right behind you, sir.
It sure is. But guess what, guys? Right now, the only thing that is hotter than Sabrina Carpenter, all right? The only thing that is hotter than Sydney Sweeney and Zoom phone calls, all
Hey,
right?
hey, you're a married man.
There's none other hotter than the newest tag team in Rocket Pro Wrestling, and that is my good friends. Let me scoot this way and go down. Pizza and beer.
What a combo!
What
The
a combo.
saviors of the LIM titles.
Yes, and to those gentlemen, I got me a slice. From good stuff, but I'm a gentleman. I'll eat it later. Who's ready to see pizza and beer get a title shot?
Me.
Everybody. Let's be real.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the match, and then I want to hear from you guys what you think's going to go down at the Shamrock Showdown. Pizza and beer will be taking on these guys. They're undeniable, but really they've been unpresent. Okay, it's Ron Arsenal. He's a hipster Hulk, and he's tag teaming with Victor Weird. All right, he's the Ripper, and the only thing he's going to rip is his pants when he meets the Amazing Turtle and the beer drinking champion, Sean Danger. That's a different beer drinking champion, by the way.
SWA. He's like the
Yes.
Roman Reigns of the SWA.
Look at that beard, PX. That's what you're going to look like by the time you face me for the title.
Now,
Okay.
really quickly, I want to just point something out because Turtle and Sean Danger were the mystery opponents last month for Maximus Orion, our former member, and the Ryan Matthews. One thing that I noticed is Sean Danger leading up to this match, I didn't really put two and two together, but it kind of made sense after. Sean Danger was wearing a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles type clothes.
How did you not put two and two together? You thought he was cosplaying?
I don't know. I didn't even make the connection.
He's in the Turtle Club. He's cool enough for the Turtle Club.
Turtle
But that's
enough.
right, PX. They did. But it's a hell of an impressive tag team. Turtle got some revenge, right? He avenged himself for crying out loud. We also saw. We'll get to that in a second. I digress. I would do want to talk about the Unpresents. All right, these two guys. They're the Rocket Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions. How many times have we seen them defend those titles?
This will be their first defense, I believe.
And how many times have we seen this team in the ring together?
Just that one time.
Just so one time. Undeniable, unpresent, possibly unpredictable. What can we expect from them? We know what we can expect from Pizza and Beer. The crowd will be behind them. They are LIM brethren. They saved the titles, right? They brought these titles back to us. I got to go with Pizza and Beer for my pick. Again, I said they're the hottest thing. This team could go through the whole division and take them out. The final level looks up to Pizza and Beer. Okay, those were their heroes when they were growing up. All right. I can't wait to hear what you guys think. Thomas Foolery, who are you picking for this match?
I mean, after what I saw in the last show, Turtle with an unbreakable defense, and I mean his partner. It's who knows what he's gonna do. I don't even know if he knows what he's gonna go and do in the ring. He's a wild card, and I'm all about the wild card. So I'm gonna go Pizza and Beer, 100%.
Holy shit, Thomas Foolery. You have a gaming computer?
Yes, I do.
Oh, how about that? Unrelated, I just noticed it.
He'd probably play solitaire on it. Double J.
Played it his whole life.
High definition solitaire.
Hey.
What do you hear? What do you say, Double J?
Well, what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing is that Pizza and Beer are going to win this match and take back the candy that these two bozos of the unattainable unpresence, they look like they're gonna hide in a van and try to steal some people. I mean that deadpan stare from Victor Wade just looks like somebody who approaches you at the bar and tells you about his new Bitcoin and you just want to go home.
It's an altcoin. Okay? It's a chai tea latte. Okay? It's just gojo berries. Okay? I'm a hipster. What do you know about it? Find me at the
Hipster,
fucking Barnes and Noble.
He
All
took a
right.
couple alpha male classes and failed them all.
He's the hipster hunk. All right. PX, and then I'll go to Laura. PX, what do you think for this match?
So, we have two members of the lovely Intoxicated Men, two inducted members going after the Rocket Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championships. I have seen Turtle work his ass off to get back to this spot. I've seen Sean Danger in other places, and I know what exactly he's capable of. He took Damian Gray to the limit last year at IPW when Damian Gray was league champion. Now, there's gonna be pizza, there's gonna be beer, there's gonna be an homage to some of their favorite
Homage.
things.
Omelette du fromage.
They're gonna pay homage to their
Oh, I
to
love it when you talk
everything,
dirty.
and that's gonna take them to victory.
I couldn't agree more. I think we're going to listen to what Laura has to say, but we might have a unanimous decision here. Laura, what say you?
Okay, no peer pressure here, okay?
Do it, do the drug, do the drug. Peer,
Um,
peer pressure, eat the pear.
Peer pressure. But yeah, no, before everybody said their opinion, I have to go with pizza and beer. Everybody loves pizza and beer. I don't know what that guy has going on with his stash, but that ain't winning some titles anymore.
Never win no titles. Okay. Not my chair, not my problem. That's what I say. But I do want to give a quick shout out to Turtle and Sean Danger. You saved the LIM championship. That's kind of what I was holding off. I do want to say, Turtle, we love you, brother, and can't wait to see you at the show, man. So take it easy, buddy.
Now,
Yes.
real quickly, while I was away in a bathroom, there was a lot of tension between you and Turtle. So what? So like, is that done now? Was that like what is that?
Good question because there was a little bit in the vlog there that kind of covered things, but there was some people talking a little loud, right? They couldn't hear business going down. And all along, Turtle and I, we planned it, right? We were on the same page the whole way around. Okay, we had to throw off the scent to Maximus Orion. If I could show that we were at war with the fabulous unidolizers, right? And then at the same time we're at a war with the JFW, Maximus wouldn't suspect Turtle would come in and be the mystery opponent. That's some of the logic that went into it. Also, just to mess with Maximus.
But then, like, even too, Travis T seemed a bit confused by the whole situation. He went after you guys real hard.
But I don't know what to say, man. Watch the video. Talk to Turtle. He's on your podcast. I'm saying to Travis, talk to Turtle.
Oh, yes. Did we talk about this whole match in full?
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see it. Pizza and beer.
Pizza
I
and
think
beer.
we could probably talk about the next match. Is anybody ready to talk about the next match while I'm over here fiddling with? Oh, we're gonna move on to the next match. PX, I want to hear you. What are you hearing and what are you saying about this match?
Oh, I got a lot I'm hearing and a lot I'm saying about this match that has been building since last April between Devin August and the viral Canadian Skylar Reed. So, if you guys remember back at spring break last year, Skylar was kicked out of the Undeniable. Now, Skylar was not present for Kicks on 66, but in the Rocket Rumble this past September, Devin and Skylar, having been the first time those two combustible elements were together since that match, had nothing but animosity towards one another and were very, very much focused on one another throughout. Now, Skylar's been trying to warm himself up a little more to the fans. I've been talking with him pretty much every month this season, and I'm noticing a different side to Skylar Reed. Now, we're starting to see this lighter side, and I'm thinking a lot of that's coming down to your childhood hero, Tony Gabagool, Mr. Rion Skills, when they team together as Canada, You Feel It.
My finger is there.
Thomas Foolery, you just putting up pictures in the middle of the podcast, sir?
Picture yourself with a Kodak, Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide, and
Anyway,
Kodiak, Alaska with a Kodak.
anyway, after Devin's match last month with Aaron Stone, Skylar seemingly started taunting Devin from the ramp. Now, I'm thinking that maybe Skylar has a point about Devin potentially needing to leave the Undeniable.
I can't barely stand this.
And I think this new side of Skylar Reed is a side that Devin's not prepared for. So I say Devin gets the win here.
Which side is it? The backside?
It's probably not the side where Thomas Foolery's bear is, but I mean, he needs to bring that side out of himself. That's for sure.
Find the bear.
I'm just gonna say that bear is not as scary as Ollie, just for the record.
Oh, he's a little parched right now. He's drinking water.
Good, good, okay.
He's
All right.
getting ready for his appearance.
Oh no. Okay.
You'll be all right. Don't worry. You got old
Didn't
style.
take
Get
my
old style.
I didn't take my Valerian before, but it's okay. Where do you guys think of this match? I'll deal with that in a bit. But where do you guys think of this match?
I'll go. Um,
Go girl.
so I'm thinking because Skylar Reed is no longer part of Undeniable, right?
Mhm.
Right.
Um, I feel like they're gonna back up Devin August and there's gonna be some sort of interference, maybe retaliation to try to get Devin August to win. I really hope that doesn't happen. But if I did have to pick somebody, I would go with the viral Canadian Skylar Reed.
Double J, you had dinner at the same place that I did tonight. What do you think of this match?
You didn't eat dinner in my house.
No, I had Wingstop too. I just went to the one by my house.
Why are you copying me?
You started it. But point being, Devin August, Skylar Reed, finally going one on one after almost a year of going after each other. Who do you think is coming out on top in this one?
That's an easy one. It's Skylar Reed. I mean, let's look at the track record. Devin August has not really had the best singles run so far this season. I mean, look at the end of Kicks on 66 last year. Got his ass handed to them by Muscle Mommy Maya Carraris, and then that just kind of followed him. That's an earth-shattering presence to face, and he hasn't really recovered since then. He's kind of been fed to the wolves, kind of losing his place more or less in the undeniable. He's just kind of like that annoying kid brother that always tries to hang out with the older kids. And I think he's going to take his eye off the ball, and Skyler's going to capitalize on that. I mean, looking at all of his matches, he gets too focused on what the fans are saying. We're so easily able to get into his head, he has to react. And it will inevitably cost him because Skyler is coming in there locked in. He's coming in focused. He's got a chip on his shoulder, and it's just going to be another member of the undeniable to fall to their own, albeit shortcomings.
Ha! Short. He's a short.
He
Yeah,
said
because
dumb.
Devin's like 2 feet tall.
Oh, he's a leprechaun.
Oh.
Thomas foolery. You know what I'm thinking?
I
Keep
think
going.
so.
Just keep going.
Uh,
Do you want to do? Who's picking? I'm picking or you picking?
you go for it. You go.
We're
for
like
it.
the American pickers. Pick one. All right. How you doing, Frank? R.I.P. Listen, here's what I got. They don't call him the viral Canadian because he's sick. All right. They call him the viral Canadian because he's everywhere. All right. He's on the social media. He's got the Facebook. He's got the Twitch streaming, I believe. He's got his own podcast. This guy does everything. And he also beats undeniable ass in the ring. My pick, Skylar Reed.
Thomas, you are in the Inside Out. I think that's a phrase from Stranger Things.
That's the upside down,
The
sir.
upside down. I Pac-Manned it. Thomas, Skylar Reed versus Devin August. Canada versus Canada. Do you think Canada's going to win or Canada's going to win?
Judging by recent hockey games, I feel pretty good about Canada. But oh, shoot,
Very topical.
You know what? It's just a lot of effort. I think I'm gonna have to go with Skyler on this one. Not from Breaking Bad, but Skyler Reed. Definitely.
I'm the one who Canada.
Is that what they're called? Canucks?
Think about it. Well, it's I think that's another unanimous pick, if I'm not mistaken.
I would say so.
We are 2 for 2 for unanimous picks. We'll see if we can break it here in this third match. Do you guys want to talk any more about this match?
Last thing I will say is it has been nice to see Skylar on this journey this season. Every conversation that I have led with him, I've had with him so far, has led to this exact moment. I'm starting to see Skylar open up a little more. You know, he had his whole thing about I hate Skylar, and that seemingly is starting to go away. And I think now that he's more focused and now he's going to try to make sure he proves that point to Devin August, he's a very dangerous man regardless.
That's true.
Yes.
Very true. And I liked when you pointed out, I just wanted to go back 1 second. Rion Skills, right? He might have learned a thing or two from him. Don't ever underestimate Rion Skills. He's the real deal.
And he is.
And he's a great teacher, great guy. How about the next match? Laura, you want to tell us about match 3 at Shamrock Showdown?
It would be my greatest honor.
Wow.
I know. I'm so excited.
Oh, I'm excited too.
They had issues with Johnny starting at Kicks on 66 back in 2023 when Johnny turned against Joey and Roxy when they faced the voice, heart, and soul of Shelly and Steve. They continued into the next season when Johnny came to the aid of PX and C Red. Even with the victory at Christmas Chaos, issues persisted. Johnny was successful against Kevin Cade. Wait, wasn't that Bowman?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We
Okay, so
can't
now
keep
John
track of
Bowman.
the
And
name
Kevin
changes
Cade.
either.
He had a name change.
Gosh darn
Talk to
it.
Johnny Nitro. He does it every 6 years.
6 years.
Um, so Johnny was successful against then Kevin Cade and Damian Gray, thanks to PX's old styles he brought with to ringside and his partner, former Idol and LIM dad Flash Harris,
I love
in
that.
what would turn out to be his final match after a beatdown in the parking lot by Gray.
I miss my
This
dad.
seems like a very, very interesting match. I gotta go with the Rockstar Johnny Nye and Joey Roth. I think they're gonna come out with fire under their booties and beat Damian Gray and Bowman. And I think it's gonna be really interesting with Roxy in their corner because I think that she's gonna end up distracting Joey and maybe getting into his head a little bit. Mhm.
It's a good observation. I mean, I know when I argue with my wife, I end up in the doghouse. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And me
yeah.
and her old Sparky are out there, scratching each other's legs. How you doing, Spark? I never want to count out the Rockstar Redeemer, Johnny Nye, but it begrudges me, and I hate to break our streak after 2 matches. I gotta go with John Bowman and this baseball guy, right? That's his name, Thomas Foolery, the baseball
Yeah,
guy.
the Batman.
Mr. Baseball Bat. I
Mr.
think
Baseball Batman, Damian Gray, the high school dropout. I got to go with them because I don't know. Can Johnny and Joey get on the same page? That's where my doubts are. Thank you.
So, from my aspect with this, having kind of had some small part in this match eventually coming together, this is definitely a very, very interesting development that I've been following. I mean, back, earlier this season, the Idols kicked out Joey Roth, and Joey apologized to everybody, and it's very, I mean, we've largely have started to embrace Joey, but I mean, there's still a little bit of trepidation because
Can I
how
can
he's
I
done.
can I slide you something and get your analysis on it?
Go for
Because
it.
you're onto something. What about the fact we all know about this? All right. So we should probably break this here. Johnny got beat down. Right? Where was Joey to help him? Johnny, I was interviewing Johnny and he got beat down. Where was Joey to protect him?
I mean, and I heard about this, and
Coming for the sale.
Rocket Pro won't let you air that footage because of the unprofessionalism of Mr. Bowman and Mr. Gray
So before you get to your pick, I know you have tag teamed with the Rockstar Redeemer,
that I have.
right? And you had his back as he had your back. You scratched each other's backs. It was a beautiful thing. But what about Joey Roth? He didn't scratch Johnny's back. Think about it. Let's hear what you got to say.
I mean, that's definitely an interesting theory to say the least that it could be a setup. That is something that, has to be considered. And I mean, the fact that we're even talking about this option just shows you just how we're not, I don't think we're exactly ready to trust Joey yet.
I said all he had to do was buy us 2 cases of old style and all would be forgiven. I'm all out of fucking old style, okay?
Hmm. I mean, but if we were looking at this outside of, these ideas, I mean, Johnny and Joey know Damian and John Bowman better than they know themselves. I'm gonna have to give the edge to
Adam Copeland.
Rockstar and the villain here. Thomas
Man of Dos
Foolery.
Jace or Thomas Foolery, one of you. Speak now or forever hold your cup of peas.
Oh yeah, I'll spill my peas out there. Uh,
The pea is hot.
pea is what?
Wait, anyway, so what do you think
It
is
should be
Thomas
between
Foolery?
92 and 96 degrees. Don't ask me how I know that.
Why do you think his pee is hot, PX?
Like the green
This
one.
is a family show.
Okay,
I'll remind
Thomas? What
you,
do you think of this
we are
match?
in the PG era.
Uh, I'm gonna have to go with the idols on this. It going to what Gabagool said. It just teamwork, obviously huge in a match, and I think the idols just got teamwork more on lock. And it's like you said, one wasn't there for the other when you were doing the interview that we can't air. So, and I think with some shady tactics too, I think I'm gonna have to give it to the idols. That's who I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. That's who's gonna get it. That's where I'm putting my vote, pressing my button, locking it in.
Are you prepared to lock that in? These answers were finalized weeks ago. Are you prepared to lock it in? I'm Regis Philbird, and this is Who Wants to Be a Limb.
That's right. I'm ready. That's my answer for the limb.
Your answer will be determined March 1st at Shamrock Showdown. Double J, what do you say?
I am just kind of baffled right now that you all are betting against fellow LIM brother Johnny
Hey, I
Nye.
voted for Rockstar.
All right, get your lips away from my ass there, short guy. Let me
I
talk.
can't help it. I'm tall. You're taller than me.
Let's hear
Well,
what he's got to say because
yeah,
then I'm going to
we
refute
all
everything he says. So,
it's Johnny Nye is one of the hottest in the ring and out of the ring individuals in Rocket Pro Wrestling. I mean, look at that hair. And look at the other team. One's losing his hair, one's lost his hair, and the manager has more hair on their upper lip than PX does. And I
Hey,
don't know
I've been working hard
we
on that.
cannot bet against how we're betting against Johnny Nye and Joey Roth, Scott Roth, Joey Scott Roth, whoever he is.
Scott Norton.
If we truly, I'm an optimistic type of a person, so I'm going to trust that he is going to come out there and support Johnny Nye and be a good tag team partner. And, he also has to look to get some revenge because even if this is all staged, those were some pretty stiff shots that Damian and John Bowman were hitting Joey with over the past few months. So I think we really need to let Johnny cook and trust maybe that Joey is on his side, and I'm going with the Redeemer. I'm going with the Redeemers, Johnny Nye and Joey Roth in this match.
before we go into the next month, are you guys seeing that cat in Lil McGee's uh behind Lil McGee?
Let's stay on task here. Not everyone is scared of cats like you are, okay? Man up
He's
or
like
shut up.
Jaws. He's like Jaws. See that tail? Might as well hear dun it, dun it, dun it, dun it.
Once
I
dated a
almost had
girl
a
we
heart
called
attack on the
Jaws,
air,
and it
man.
was a rough time.
Ow! What's the next match? Please. Next match, please.
Hold on. We're having technical difficulties with all these cats running around. They're running around on the feet and they're biting my toe. All right, match 4. I want to hear from Thomas Foolery.
Oh, actually, before that, there is a segment
Whoa.
that we need to discuss.
Yes. All right, coming up next, I want to hear about the segment. There's a segment coming up with our friend Jesus DeSafio. Double J, tell me all about it.
Yes, so Jesus Desafio is going to come out and address all of the actions by Joliet's favorite superhero, Kid Lat. Kid Lat has come to the defense of JVJ numerous times, and at this most recent show, he has called out Jesus Desafio wanting a shot at that inter-county championship. So Jesus is going to have to respond to this, and when we will see that match, to be determined, because Kid Lad is still nursing his flying arm, is still injured, but he's coming out there throwing all reckless intent all across Joliet, ready to save us from this very suave and handsome outlaw, I will say.
I mean,
So,
you saw Kid Lat at the end of the triple threat last month, belt around the waist. And he's come to the defense of some people, like JVJ. Now, Kid Lat, he's become a real fan favorite in Joliet. And that's going to be something to see because it's inevitable that those two are going to be facing off for that inter-county championship. And I think, that's something that we need to look at for the future.
not all the designs in your beard, Mr. DeSafio, can save you from the wrath of Kid Lat.
Kid Lat, let that wing heal up before you fly, all right? There's been a lot of airplane incidents lately, all right? We don't need another one. Take your sweet time, all right, honey? We'll see you soon. On this next match, Thomas Foolery, I want to hear from you. I want to hear about our old pal, Maximus Orion, and what kind of match he's going to be in.
It's hard to say. He's still in hot water ever since he went all aggressive about everything, and it hasn't been going out well for him between the last couple of matches he had and last show where he, out came BOW, and it was just, oh my God, it's been a long time since I've seen a slaughter like that. I tell you what. So I think he's got between the losses he's had, I think he's definitely going to he's going to be trying his hardest because it hasn't been looking good for him lately.
No.
And I think he's going to have the drive for the next match. Whoever ends up challenging him next match, I feel like we're going to get a good performance. We're going to see Damian Saint pull out a win. Or God.
That's all right. You're good. You're good.
I was still on a few matches the last match. Okay.
Thomas Foolery, you're always fooling with us. You know that?
You had a couple shots of Malort before this, didn't you?
If only I didn't do it to myself too, But no, I feel like I'm not sure who they'll have him against, but I'm feeling confident that Maximus, I think he's about due for a win. I think he's going to have the drive from the last few, let's be real, humiliating losses that he had.
Lost to his mom, was stunned by Nuke back in December, and everybody got to have some fun with that. Losing last month, not just to pizza and beer, but also BOW. And Maximus definitely knows he has something to prove because he asked Nuke to make this match so he could defend the Rocket to the Top briefcase. This is an open challenge. We don't know who he's facing. So if anybody can
Or
answer this,
or or you know what? You never know. Maybe even multiples. You never know how crazy these things will get.
That girl that's a Siamese twin from the TLC channel back in the early 2000s. Two people could come out. Technically, it's one person, but they're joined at the hip and the shoulder. Think about it.
unfortunately, it won't be Frank because he was fired.
Okay, let's talk about Frank real quick.
Oh man.
Moment of silence for Frank, even though he pissed us off for a number of years. All right, that's enough, and we'll get back to the match.
Come on. I mean, did he really deserve that though?
Yes, don't even start. You had that match with him all over the Jingle Bell Brawl. You're all over St. Joe's Park doing your thing. Don't have sympathy for the devil right now, okay? You're not the Rolling Stones.
Here's the thing with that. I mean, I saw J-Back after the screening at Hollywood Boulevard, and I mean, he was devastated. I don't know. It didn't seem to me that the Undeniable really gave a damn. I mean, especially during the red carpet. They were very sarcastic. J-Back wasn't really picking up on it. No, I feel for J-Back. You know, somebody who's been a day one person in Rocket Pro Wrestling getting mistreated the way he was mistreated by the Undeniable. You know, yeah, given he's aligned with Damian Saint.
What are you smoking, dude?
I mean, here's the thing: when you
He willfully he could have got out of this situation at any point in time.
here's the one thing that I want you guys to just bear in mind here. So, I've wrestled 2 matches, and in my first match, even though I still can't stand Damian Gray or John Bowman, and I'm still hesitant about Joey Roth, admittedly, after everything he did, it's you still gain a little bit of respect for who you are staring at across from you in the ring. With J Beck, I remember J Beck from the very beginning, the very first show you and I went to, Mr. Gabagool. J Beck was the general manager.
Yeah, but that was a different J-Back.
I don't
Just
know.
like
I've
just
been
like you and
seeing
the top fan aren't the same person, right? It's the same logic. Apply it there.
no, but I've been seeing like with J Beck, like there's been flashes of J Beck trying to remember who he is. He's it's still in there. I still believe that that old J Beck is in there. I mean, who had a corn Frank? Who
Not
had a
me.
corn?
Not me. I wouldn't
Lil
put
McGee
that
had
shit
some
in my
corn
mouth.
Franks.
Probably
Double
got
J,
beard
do you
hair
have
in it.
yourself a corn Frank?
I had 2 corn franks.
Thomas Foolery, did you enjoy yourself some corn Franks at the last show?
Oh man. I don't I don't want to seem like a facetious guy, but I enjoyed more than a handful.
I mean, here's the thing: the Rocket Pro deep down, Rocket Pro remembers that J Beck still. J Beck, I hope he, you know, even though he's not going to be there at this next show.
Probably not, but we should probably get back to the match because we were talking about
I
a
hope he
match.
remembers who he is. That's
You're
the
going on a soapbox about a guy whose fucking shoe fell off in the ring because he got his ass beat. He got what was coming to him. Don't ever forget all the people he screwed over. He could have walked away. Listen to Sergeant Hertzman, he's our officer, our dare
oh,
officer.
we
He
let
said,
him down,
walk
brother.
away.
We let him
He,
down.
I did not. I do my
We
diligence
started a
every
group called the
day.
Lovely Intoxicated Men.
Well, that's different, okay? That's a different life, all
Yeah,
right?
that's
J
just
Beck
weird.
forgets who he was. I forget who I am sometimes, okay? Think about it. This match, who do we think the mystery opponent is and who's going to win? Okay, I'll lead off. I think the mystery opponent is going to be none other because it's Shamrock, it's Irish, it's the luck of the Irish. I think good old sorry, hold on, we're having a little technical difficulty. Ryan Merriman, okay? Luck of the Irish. He's going to be there. Fucking full court press. Maximus Orion, you're done. All right. Look at the red hairs on this laddie. Garrison Creed don't even got that much red on him. All right. Think about it. Maximus, you're done. You and your boy, you parade around with my belt. Get out of here.
Lil McGee? Who's
It's
the
hard to
mystery opponent?
say. I mean, I know Turtle already has his one match with pizza and beer. Um, but I think that it would be really interesting to see him go against Maximus now that he's reinstated into Rocket Pro.
Hmm. Could be interesting. Thomas Foolery. You still have a gaming computer after all this time. What do you think? Who's his mystery opponent?
That's right. Who the mystery opponent is? Oh man, I I could not even begin to fathom who it might be. There's just so many options, and it's such, whoever wants to take it's got to be someone hungry for that opportunity for that briefcase. And there's plenty of people that are hungry for opportunity. I'm not. Man,
Tuna.
tuna fish.
Opportunity.
Oh, opportunity. Oh, I get it. I get it.
What about your favorite wrestler at Rocket Pro? Could it be him?
Oh, it would be. Oh,
Could it be? Why don't you tell everybody who your favorite wrestler is at Rocket Pro?
probably it's got to be the fellow who kind of got me into it. You know what? Yeah, you know what? If it ends up being Grin, I'm going to tell you right now, that's who my vote's going to be for. I'm going to tell you right now. I mean, Maximus, he might need a win to stop the stress, so he stops balding. But if it's Grin, that's who I'm going to end up going with. I got to call
Good job, Thomas Foolery. I like you. Hombre o dos J's.
It really could be anybody in that RPW locker room. It could also be somebody we haven't seen in a very long time. Who's to say? I think all of the actions that Maxine O'Crian has taken this season has, and all like what he did to Shelly, I think Nuke might be able to go back in the Rolodex, so to speak, and pick out a challenger for this that is, somebody we might not have seen. So it really could be anybody that could come out and take this on. It could be Garrison Creed. We haven't seen him in a long time. He could come back and want to kick some ass. Like any entertaining
Fuck yeah, man.
wrestler
You
could
know
come
it.
out here and want to just, take a swing at good old Maxine. And
Shrek.
Do you want to see me cosplay as Nuke, saying that Garrison Creed is coming down to the ring?
Yes.
yes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold the music! Hold the music! Maximus, you've been a little shit lately, and we're really tired of your shit. So tonight, I'm making a match, and you're going up against Garrison Creed.
That's a very, very good news. I was not ready for that.
Somebody better call Putin's ass because I got the nukes. Okay.
Uh. Anyway, there's another match after this. What's on the
I
docket?
mean, there probably is. We're only halfway through. Who even knows if intermission happened yet? Probably go buy a couple more beers while I'm at intermission. Wait, is this a good time to talk about some of the snacks you might find when you're on intermission?
Oh, I think so.
Tell me about the snacks, little Laura.
So this month we're gonna have the M80 bites. Bum 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 bum. You better get to the show early. You better get to the show early because these are expected to sell out. They're gonna be flying out the door faster than those hot diggity dogs, which we do have a hot diggity dog special. You get 2 hot dogs and some fries for $7, practically giving them away.
It's a low price.
they're going to sell out faster than Maximus.
Oh my God.
Oh, treated.
What about
Also,
this? Yeah.
you also need to wash down those M80 bites because they do have a garlic buffalo sauce on them. You may want to get a refreshing rum punch to wash it all down.
I think I'll have 7. How you doing?
And also, I believe we do have a, what is it called for pizza and beer? It's like the slime,
Yeah.
like the sluit, the sewage slime
Oh,
drink.
wait. Hold on. I knew about this. Hold on.
It was in the first picture.
Yeah, I know. I
Got
got
it
it.
up already, sir.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Here it is.
Oh, it's cut off.
Hold on. There
Oh,
you go.
sewer slime. Yes.
Slime.
If rum punch isn't your thing, you can always wash them down with some sewer slime, courtesy of pizza and beer.
Yeah.
The slime slides right down. Get on that sewer slide.
Get on it. Now let's get on to the next match. How about it? Good job, Laura. I can't wait to have some tasty treats.
Let's learn.
Let's learn, Porters. We got BOW. He's back for blood. He returned last month and he's taking on the paralegal himself, Eric Schultz. Thomas Foolery, what do you hear what he say?
I mean, I think Eric Schultz got some moves, but I think he's gonna need his own skills for a legal case after the what gets done to him. You know, after seeing BOW in that ring last time, oh man, I think he's gonna have a hard time holding his own against him. That's for sure. I'm feeling pretty good about BOW. He's back in the he's in the ring. He's a beastly guy. I mean, I'm not even sure what else is there to say. I'm just feeling confident right now. Like just even looking at that title card right there. Look at that. Look at that face. He's ready for it.
That is not a man who I would want to be in the ring with. And we saw it last month when he plowed through Maximus Orion. And this man is out for vengeance against the undeniable, right? We saw back a few shows ago, all right, he was screwed out of the title, right? There was some interference. They were going after Rat J Flywheel. Do you guys remember that?
Remember?
I remember. Pepperidge
Pepperidge
Farms
Farms
remembers.
remembers.
BOW, I said this about Sam Knight last month. I feel like BOW now is the man on a mission. He's going to plow through whatever competition is put in his way. I got to take BOW. You guys, I love to hear what you got to say.
Well, what about you? You said words too.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, think about it. BOW wanted another opponent. He's got his competitive edge. He's looking to make a statement. So Nuke is giving him Eric Schultz. And, this is probably also punishment from the undeniable for Eric losing the zero gravity title. And maybe to like prove himself as like maybe to climb his way back to getting that championship back, he is going to have to go through BOW, and it is no easy feat. And I hope BOW takes that stupid tie that Schultz wears and takes it off and shoves it where the sun don't shine. So I'm going with BOW.
You never know what side Eric Schultz is going to be on, though, right? You never know. Which side of the ring is he going to be on? Think about it.
And here's the one thing that you got to keep in mind when it comes to Eric Schultz's mindset going into this match. Because I have some inside information, I know that BOW wanted another opponent, and Nuke gave him Eric Schultz. Now, when this match was proposed to the Undeniable, they didn't necessarily contest it because Eric Schultz did lose the Zero Gravity Championship. So, in a way, maybe they're punishing Eric Schultz for losing that title by putting him up against a very, very devastating SOB in BOW.
Why did you just say the exact same thing I said?
Well, I said it in my way, so I think BOW.
It's ladies and gentlemen, joining us tonight on this podcast is none other than Pete and Repeat. How you doing, Repeat?
I did very good. I'm doing very good, buddy. How you
And
doing?
here's the thing. I'm a poor historian. I can't remember because half the time I'm at these shows, I've been drinking the old styles, drinking the nectar of the gods. I might have said that BOW was screwed out of a title. It might have been a rocket to the top briefcase qualifier match. I can't remember. I'm a poor historian. Think about it.
Well, I got a degree in history, and it was out of the Rocket to the Top match. So,
That was my
Okay,
minor.
thank you. I clarified it now. PX doesn't have to edit it out, okay?
Thanks, buddy.
all right, we've already heard from Repeat. How about you, Lil McGee? What are your thoughts?
UTX.
I think BOW is gonna PLOW Eric Schultz.
Crazy.
Hey,
You
now this
can't
is a
say
family
that. This
show.
is a family show.
Family show.
We don't talk about that no more. Okay, come on, think about it.
That's the
Think about
LIM After Dark. Head over to the Hot Double J Only fans. We got exclusive content and good discount sales on fans that'll keep you cool all winter long. Thomas
really.
Foolery, what are your thoughts on this match?
Well, he's the one that talked about it.
All
And
right, then it
it's
sounds like we got another match to talk about. Match 6.
match 6. Think
We gotta
about
stop drinking before these guys. We gotta stop
Okay.
pre-gaming before these.
Okay. All right, match 6 is going to be a battle of the Sith versus the clones. All right, in New fucking Jersey. We got Vito cornering young Finn at the porta potty. I got 2 tickets for the Yankees game, and you're coming with me. I like to be there early, all right? I like to hear the national anthem. All right, let's get back to the program. Double J, do you want to talk about this singles match where we're going to see Sam Knight take on the hairless cat, the careless hat?
Yes, we have Sam Knight taking on the Ryan Matthews for the Outer Limits Championship, which, if you remember last month, Sam won a number one contenders match and afterwards was attacked by Ryan Matthews. Sam Knight has been coming and is gunning for any member of the Undeniable, specifically Ryan Matthews, because of all the shenanigans and backstage back attacks and all the jazz that have been happening. Sam Knight.
You got this. Keep it going, kid.
We're live, pal.
So
Grab
I
a
think,
towel.
like you had mentioned earlier, Gabagool, Sam Knight has been coming out with a different look on his face every time. He's very focused. He's very he's very focused on dismantling the undeniable, and he's been really focused on taking out Ryan Matthews. So I think we're going to see a different side of Sam Knight. We're going to see a very focused and sadistic version of Sam Knight as he dismantles Ryan Matthews and takes away that Outer Limits championship.
Double J, to piggyback on that. CUM. Canada, United States, Mexico. To me, the most fearsome man in all of North America is Sam Knight. All right? Like I said last month, man on a mission. He is coming, and he is coming for Ryan Matthews. My pick is Sam Knight.
Piggybacking off that, I think I'm going to have to agree with that. I think someone's going to be seeing nothing but Knight after the end of that match, and he could be Mr. Knight. I'll tell you right now, that's who I'm going with. Sam Knight, 100%.
I think Sam Knight has this in the bag, but he's gonna have to watch out for the undeniable.
They're going to be coming for him hard.
Keep your head on a swivel. I'm spinning right now, by the way. How you doing?
Oh my God.
Lil McGee, what do you think's going to happen in this match?
Really just building up to the climax, I you really you really can't yeah. I think Sam Knight's gonna knock it out of the park. The people in the front row are really gonna have to watch out.
He's going to finish the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a hell of a finish.
Speaking about things, in the words of my good friend the Amazing Turtle, we have a very interesting tag team match coming up after this one.
You better believe it, and I'm going to tell you all about it. So I sat down with both of these teams. We sat in chairs. Actually, it was a bench, but it was a sit down with Tony Gabagool, and I learned a little bit more from each side of the ring. And you know what? For some reason, I do apologize. It looks like the pitcher Tom Heisman is being cut off. Is that coming in on your
Nope.
end as well?
Nope. Rat J Flywheel is taking the spot of Tom Heisman after Heisman was put through a table by the Freebirds last month.
Well, that's news to me because I guess a little bit too many old styles tonight. So it looks like Tom Heisman last month. I gotta say, the table that he went through, it was like one of those tables your grandma would have at Thanksgiving. You guys were all there. You saw how thick with two C's that table was. Tom Heisman was slammed through it. Particles from the table, shards of the table were flying over to the commentary table. I kind of wanted to grab some as a memento, but next time I'll be there and I'll grab it. Anyways, we got to look at the beef that goes back, and it's a blood feud, right? That's the best word I can use to describe it. When I talked to these guys and I sat down, this goes back years, 12 years to be exact. Okay, the Freebirds, they want to claim, or they are claiming, that they were stabbed in the back by the Youth Gone Wild. The Youth Gone Wild then are claiming that they are out to prove that they are more deserving of holding that memorabilia, right? The Hall of Fame ring from Buddy Roberts Sr., a member of the fabulous Freebirds. We all love the Freebirds. We all love classic wrestling, right?
We do.
WCCW. The Freebirds are a legacy that shouldn't be touched with. I kind of take issue. I don't kind of. I do take issue with what the Youth Gone Wild have done, right? We've seen what they've done. They've been wearing the rings on their fingers. They beat down the Freebirds. They branded the Freebirds with spray paint. You guys saw that spray paint got on the ring. That ring is supposed to be sacred, right? You're supposed to wipe your boots before you get into it. These guys were spray painting in it. All I'm saying is Rocket Pro Wrestling needs to beef up their security before this match happens at Shamrock Showdown. We saw last month Rat J Flywheel and Matt Creed, they were bamboozled by the Freebirds. They were handcuffed to each other. They couldn't figure out how to get out of it, and that's what led up to Tom Heisman being put through the table. But let's go back a little bit further. Everybody here recalls the beatdown that occurred in which the Freebirds showed up unannounced at Rocket Pro Wrestling in November, and RPW still will not show this footage. We all saw how crazy that was. PX, I even saw you come out from the back.
I did to help clean out the ring.
Was that not the craziest thing you've ever seen?
I mean, we did see a few months before that with everything that happened with Michelle.
That's what I'm referring to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, Rocket Pro still won't air the footage from that.
No. And, Scheller was knocked over, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of taken out by a shoulder or two. And it's terrible because that's our Italian hero. But it begs you to wonder what's going to happen when these guys square off in the ring. So we're getting a version of the Youth Gone Wild in which Rat J Flywheel will team with Matt Creed, and they're going to take on Buddy Roberts Jr. and Tristan Hayes. This is a tag team match. We're talking about stolen memorabilia. We're talking about legacies. We're talking about a blood feud. It's a toss-up for me. And I know there's no toss-ups allowed, but guess what? I am tossing it right now. I don't know who to pick. I think security needs to be on hand. That's my pick. Security. Security needs to be there for this match. Double J, what do you say?
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be. I don't even know if this is actually going to be a legitimate tag team match, more so if this is just going to devolve into a brawl. I personally don't buy that Heisman is not medically cleared. I think that is a setup, and I think the Freebirds need to have their heads on a swivel because Heisman will make his presence known. He's going to do something. If not, the scumbag army itself is going to have something up in their wheelhouse to cause some type of a mayhem. They're gonna want to get vengeance on the Freebirds. My brain shifted into Pac-Man there for a second. Um,
Pac-Man, tell us about your pick for this match.
So, I mean, the thing is, Rat J Flywheel, I know he does have some experience in the ring, and I know how ruthless Youth Gone Wild is. I know
All
how
right.
far they're willing to go to get whatever they need done. But you also have the son of a WWE Hall of Famer and Buddy Roberts Jr. and Tristan Hayes trying to protect the legacy of the Freebirds, of Michael P.S. Hayes, of Terry Gordy, of Buddy Roberts Sr. So, I mean, Gabagool, I'm with you. This is a huge toss up. There's a lot of emotions going into this match, a lot of animosity. I have no idea. This is a toss up for me too.
You just hyped me up. You just hyped me up because you know I love WCCW. You know I'm a big Von Erich guy. I love the Bruiser Brody. I love the Gino Hernandez. I'm going with the Freebirds. My mind is set on the Freebirds. All right. I'm picking Freebirds for this. Buddy Roberts Jr., it was an honor and a privilege to interview you, sir. Thank you.
I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to go with Youth Gone Wild.
What?
They're ruthless. Even without Tom Heisman, Rat J Flywheel should not be underestimated. God. Tell me when
Thank you. Thank you. Lil McGee, who's your pick for this match?
I have to go with the Freebirds. How can you not go for someone who is the blood of someone in the Hall of Famers?
Right? It's Bad Street USA. Baddest street in the whole USA.
The
Bad Street,
baddest, the
Atlanta,
baddest of
GA.
the they might as well be bad bitches because they're the baddest. They're on the baddest street, you know?
Well, yeah, Tristan Hayes is a bad bitch. I will say that. I saw him smuggling those tables in before the show. Who else saw that? Double J, I know you saw
I
that.
ain't got nothing to do about
I
that, man.
I didn't see nothing.
Oh, I got nothing to do about that, man.
I ain't
Nope.
got nothing to do about that, man.
Ain't nothing about my man.
Double J, did I ask you your pick? I did. I asked you first. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. So look at my bald spot. Thomas Foolery, how you doing? You want to tell me who your pick is?
Good. Oh man. I got two thoughts on it. I'm kind of feeling the Freebirds because I think they're gonna have a passion for revenge to get back at what was done to them. But my other thought is like I got a feeling like there might be a chance of a no contest because like everyone's been saying, everyone's agreed on. It's last time pretty ruthless. I think this time now instead of a surprise face to face, and it's just going to be a lot of brutality. And I think it might go off the rails to the point where the refs got to call it. And like you said, security's got to do something about it.
So Bruno Jakubowski, Michael Madonna, Mike Hunt, you guys better be on your game for this match. All right? No looking at your cell
I think
phones.
Michael Hunt is the ring beller.
Well, does he help out with the security? Because Rocket Pro Wrestling's got a lot of undercover security guards. Have we noticed that? We got that boy Rozzy was security, undercover, undeniable. Then last month we had undercover JVJ, Joseph Von Jaeger. He was undercover security. Think about it. Maybe Mike Hunt is undercover bellboy security. Longtime Joe Rogan fan, Joe Rogan Experience fan. Mike
Oh,
Hunt,
yeah.
I'm talking to you. How about the next match? Is
That is a
anybody ready?
match.
Talk about the next match. It's a singles match for the RPW Zero Gravity Championship. This is beginning to be one of those prestigious titles, and it's held by none other than Aaron Stone. And I can't wait to hear Miss Laura talk about this match. Aaron Stone versus the back-breaking artist, Jake Painter.
We literally have the back-breaking artist versus the dream breaker. I cannot wait to see if a back gets broken, or if their dream gets broken.
Jake Painter, he was trained by not just WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi, but also Windy City legend superstar Steve Boz and Gringo Loco.
Oh my gosh.
And he has wrestled at Rocket Pro before. Was in tag team action with Gunnar Brave. He also faced Justin Mason. And
Dawson?
no, that's a different
That
guy,
was
sir.
just me.
But we also had hit Aaron Stone has seen action against Jake Painter before. They are no strangers to one another. And
We're
Painter
no strangers to love.
has wrestled for Gali Lucha, CSW, and has also made appearances for New Japan and OVW. Now, here's the one thing with Painter. Painter hasn't been in Rocket Pro recently. And this is a much different Aaron Stone than who he saw 3 years ago. There's a cat, but I'm going to ignore it to say that Aaron Stone. I'm picking Aaron Stone. Aaron Stone. He's scary.
You
Say words.
you have to go to the bathroom? Is that what that was?
If I had to think about my pick, right? Who's going to climb to the mountain? We got a breaker here. We got a breaker there. Who's going to get their back broke on the mountain? Broke back mountain, right? That's what it all comes down to in this match. I'm going to pick the Dream Breaker, Aaron Stone. But I never want to rule out Jake Painter because he was trained by Windy City legend Steve Boz. He's all that. Think about it.
I do have to agree with you, Gabagool. I have to go with Aaron Stone.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
after
mean,
you.
go ahead, foolery. Proceed.
No. After you. Your opinion is valued. Here, my friend.
I would have to go with Aaron Stone.
I'm gonna have to piggyback off of Double J's strong shoulders and say Mr. Stone as well. No, yeah, look at that.
A unanimous decision has been made.
I feel good about it.
And we're going to go to the next match. Another.
Oh, it's a segment, sir.
Oh, it's always a segment. It's always a segment with you guys. It's always, let's do a segment. I need a segment. Let's do a segment. Well, let's hear from Steve with this next segment.
Oh, hey, guys. I just want to point something out. We did it. We made it happen. What kind of an interview is this? Just read those words after Steve Aaron's name.
Interview with Shaq Jordan.
No. The two words between all of that.
Oh, I don't see it.
Gabagool's bald head is blocking everything.
Move your big ass forehead, Gabagool.
Oh, which way?
What kind of a
Whoa. It's
kind
a sit down. What's the deal with sit down?
Wait a minute. So, are you saying that the Let Steve Sit movement worked?
That was 2 years ago, and he's been sitting all season.
I literally sat
Don't
next to
speak
him
for
for
themselves.
2 months. I sat next to him for 2 months, and I looked.
You
It was not-
disappear, and then you think things are happening, but it's been happening the whole time. Continue on with telling us about this
You
segment,
thought
Mr.
that-
Weird Beard, all
You
right?
thought that Steve Aaron had a hoverboard.
Machine Gun Kelly.
You thought that Steve Aaron had a hoverboard under his rear end, his hind rear. But I did look. He was sitting the whole time, PX. I was next to him.
Made, promises kept.
From
But
like
we,
2
we
years ago.
did do the damn thing. That's right. We did do it.
2 years ago.
Okay.
We made
Better
this.
than 2 years in the making? Question mark.
But anyway, he's sitting down with Shaq Jordan, who defeated Gunnar Brave. And because of that match, Gunnar Brave is no longer under contract with Rocket Pro Wrestling. He has gone from Rocket Pro because of the loser leaves RPW stipulation. It's going to be talking about Shaq's next steps. Where is he going from here now that he's taken out the man who owned the house, Gunner's house? Let's talk about that match.
Okay.
Hellacious. absolutely hellacious between Shaq Jordan and Gunnar Brave.
That was the most craziest match I've ever seen. They tore that ring up, literally.
Best cleanup crew at Rocket Pro, I'll tell you that.
100%.
They took down that ring pretty quick.
They did a good job.
Let's learn.
Let's hear about that main event.
Yeah.
Yes, we have a
Double
singles
J.
match for the RPW Championship where we will have all day Marche Rocket taking on simply undeniable Steve Michaels. Last month, Cupid's Carnage, Marche defeated Brandon Day as Steve Michaels watched from ringside to earn this number one contender spot. This is going to be a very huge match. Can Marche become the first two-time RPW champion? They had a very intense stare down after the match where Michaels raised the belt and Marche kept scratching his belly. I mean, rubbing to symbolize he wanted that title. And I think it's going to be one of the, if not the toughest test for Steve Michaels' championship reign is taking on the seasoned veteran that is Marche. I don't think we have enough time in this podcast to name every promotion that Marche has worked for, or all the championships he has held. If he's able to lock in and snap an M80 on Steve Michaels, this match could be as easily over as 1, 2, 3. So I'm putting all my marbles and some more on Marche to win this match. Lil McGee, what are your thoughts here?
I at the premiere, I actually got to speak to Steve Michaels, and he was very, very, very scary man. Um, I would have to say in this match, unless Marche gets to do his M80 finisher, Steve Michaels may be undefeated. Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right. Foolery, what do you got for me?
Well, if Pulp Fiction taught me anything, you don't mess around with Marche Wallace. So I'm going to go with. I think I'm going to have to go with Marche on this one. I feel confident. I think it's going to be a good match. I don't think it's going to be too one-sided, and I think, but I feel like Marche is going to take it home.
Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead.
We have a phrase here when it comes to these types of matches at Rocket Pro Wrestling. There's two words. Gabagool says it a lot. I'm going to do a little gimmick infringement. Undeniable shenanigans.
I'll allow it.
That's enough said. I think that Steve Michaels, due to undeniable shenanigans, is going to retain. Not to take anything away from Marche, but even Chris Logan, Shogun, will Shogun be around? I mean, he seems to be having a little bit of a crisis of confidence. I mean, he came around by the end there, but still, you have to be wondering after that match with Grin, can Shogun help even the odds?
Yeah.
Gabagool, what do you hear? What do you say?
Dun dun. Here's the thing. Marche Rocket. He beat Jake Oman back at Harvest Havoc. Do y'all recall that?
I remember it was for some dinner rolls.
Yeah. Texas Roadhouse dinner
Roadhouse.
with the butter.
Roadhouse.
Sweet butter.
Roadhouse.
Support your local Texas
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. Or you, my friend, cannot take it easy. That was not sponsored by Texas Roadhouse yet. And Marche took Joe Hendry to the limit. I mean, there was many times in that match with Joe Hendry, he almost had him beat. And Steve Michaels is a lot bigger than Joe Hendry. And I think he's a lot bigger than Marche, but who am I kidding? I'm an old Windy City Pro Wrestling fan, and I've been following all day Marche Rocket for many, many years. My money is on Marche Rocket
You beat Brandon Day last month. You beat the Unchained King, and you will be the undisputed 2-time champion, baby.
And that was the entire match card for Rocket Pro Wrestling Shamrock Showdown, the third to last show of the Rocket Pro Wrestling season. Join us in Joliet on Saturday, March 1st. Doors open at 4, bell time is at 5. Tickets are $20 for general admission, $25 front row, and make sure that the luck of the Irish is going to be on your side. And Tony, I just got to say, man, I am so excited that I'm going to be able to see all these great matches, interview all this talent, and just do all of the things at Rocket Pro Wrestling. I'm pumped. I am so ready. I am glad I'm back. I am just and it's going to help me get ready to hopefully win the LIM beer drinking championship, because I am hell bent on that I am the champion that I know I can be, because I know I can be a better champion than I was. I know that in my heart.
Let me stop you right there. I got the LIM beer drinking championship with me here. A little bit of damage was done to it when those undeniable bastards got a hold of it, but don't worry. I know a good belt fixer upper, and he's going to take care of it. PX, what's your government name? Is it not Ryan Merriman?
It's not, no.
Okay, so you do not have the luck of the Irish. And it behooves me to tell you right here, right now, me, the leader of the LIM, hereby suspend you until further notice, until I can find a trustworthy consigliere who can back me up and make sure these belts are safe and make sure the good name of Chet Gunderson is not tarnished and the good name of the beer drinking championship is not tarnished by those undeniable bastards.
Wait. Why am I suspended?
Because you are.
I don't
now get out of my Zoom call. Get out of my Zoom call. Get out of my Zoom call, because guess what? The next thing we're going to do, we're going to talk about the history of Skibidi Toilet. And I don't need you here for that, because if you stick around, you're going flushing down. And I'm going to say, where's my phantom tax? All right. So get out of here.
Wait.
You're suspended.
I don't
for not bringing the belts home safe.
This seems a bit excessive.
Is it? This is called being a leader.
This is a bit excessive.
This is called being a good leader. I got to go out and find myself a new consigliere, right? I'm going to do right by the people. We're going to look for a new consigliere. AOC gets it. I've said it many times. She always gets it, all right? But you're the only one that's not getting it right now.
Well, I don't quite understand, because I didn't get the titles back. We did get the titles back. I mean,
not from you. We got it from.
I feel like you're jumping up a few steps here.
Wow, pizza and beer are the heroes of this story, right? They're the heroes of our time. That's a different tag team. I digress. They're the ones that brought the belts home. You did not. You had tickets. You followed him down there. You were on special assignment from the first in command. I did many assignments for you when you were first in command. Do you forget that?
I don't.
Well, then what are you so confused about right now?
You're
suspended until further notice.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, and I'm going to say this because Laura's here. When you and Josh, and I'm going to call you Justin here, when Justin and Josh were going back and forth during the first JFW war, I sat you guys down in my kitchen on WrestleMania night to try to work things out. I didn't suspend you. There's really no precedence for this.
Oh, there's plenty of precedents.
And I'm not bitching and moaning or complaining.
There's like 48 of
I feel like we're missing a couple steps here.
Hey, look at the bylaws. All right, you want to file a grievance, file a grievance. But guess what? It's going to go in my stack of papers, all right? And guess what's going to happen? You're suspended. That's it.
Until further notice, I'll let you know when you can come back, and we'll see if you can keep the title of consigliere.
All right. You know what? Fine. I'll take the suspension on the chin. But
Yeah, right on your chinny chin hairs. All right, keep
I
growing
think
them.
I may have to make a visit to Chicago to see an old friend of yours, Tony. Because when I come back, I'm going to make sure that the title that the Ackermans built is back on an Ackerman shoulder.
This title, the
Yes.
title, the title that Gabagool made, right? Because your title, the Ackerman title, where's that now? Sitting on your couch, falling apart, breaking at the seams. We'll see how that works out for you. Enjoy your suspension and enjoy your time off. You, my friends, can take it easy.